Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow Room. Oh my. And that was Mildred zipping behind me. Well, I don't do the gong if the cats are here because they freak out. And besides, today we took them to the vet for their rabies shots and checkups, and it's been very traumatic. So we're going to be a little quieter than we usually are. So we're working our way still through Mozart. This is, I don't know, video number 17 or 18 or something like that. It's like endless quantities of Mozart. And, let's see what we start with now. The Mozart Requiem with Martin Perlman, new completion by Robert Levin. Premiere recording on period instruments on Telarc. Who cares? You know, I'm a Süssmayr guy. I don't even like Mozart's Requiem, as you know very well probably by now. But if I'm going to do the Mozart Requiem, I'm going to do the Süssmayr completion because it's from Mozart's period. Even if it's not very good, even if other people could do other things better, even if Robert Levin is channeling Mozart himself, I don't care. It was done as well as it was going to be done in Mozart's day by one of Mozart's pupils, and that's fine with me. Next. Mozart's fifth violin concerto with Jascha Heifetz, leading some chamber orchestra, and the violin sonata, Koschel 378, and the G minor quintet. Oh, yes, with Israel Baker, William Primrose, Virginia Majewski, and Gregor Piatigorsky. Wow. Yes, the quintet, Koschel 516. These are classic performances, of course, in the Heifetz tradition. That's quick and virtuosic and wonderful. Oh, this is his little oratorio, Davide Penitente, Koschel 469, which was made up of scraps from the C minor Mass, if I'm not mistaken. He reused some of the things there. And actually, it's really nice because you get that music in a complete work, which is beautiful. And the Ave Verum Corpus with La Petite Band and Sigiswald Keuken and Christina Lacki and Nicole Falian and Hans-Peter Blochwitz and the Nederlands Kammerchor. It's a beautiful recording. It really is. Very, very nice. And the Zauberflöte, the Karl Böhm Zauberflöte. Oh boy, with Franz Krass, Roberta Peters as a somewhat screechy Queen of the Night. And I always liked Roberta Peters because when I was a kid, she appeared on Wonderama and sang something upside down. She showed people how she does like back stretchy exercises, and she laid down on this thing and went, ah! You know, and I was very impressed with that when I was like 5 or 6 with Bob McAllister. Remember that? And then we have, let's see, Fritz Wunderlich as Tamino, and Fischer Dieskau as Papageno, and Lisa Otto as Papagena, and Hans Hotter as the Sprecher, and all these famous people. And it's a very good magic flute. You know, if you like that sort of thing. And I really, well, what can I tell you? I hate the opera. Oh, the music's beautiful, but I just can't stand to watch it. All right, so we have, the 6 Haydn-dedicated quartets by Mozart with the Hagen Quartet. And I like the Hagen Quartet. I always have. They play with a lot of passion and a lot of guts and a lot of, just general joie de vivre. And this is on DG. And, it's kind of interesting. They've kind of vanished. Did they break up? I don't know what happened to them. But whatever happened to them, they were wonderful while they lasted. Their Janacek quartets were really good, too. Favorite Mozart arias with Emma Kirkby and the Academy of Ancient Music under Christopher Hogwood. Okay, so we get, let's see, arias from Il Re Pastore. There are no favorite Mozart arias from Il Re Pastore. Oh, come on, folks. They're just early. And okay, Voi avete un cor fidele. All right, maybe. Lo prevedi. Those are concert arias. The 2 biggies from Zaid, Arua Sanft, and Trostlos, that thing. And of course, you've got to have Chi mi scordi di te, the one with forte piano solo, here played by Stephen Lubin. And, Kirkby is Kirkby. She sings with that beautiful, pure, straight tone, somewhat passionless, although she has started to acquire some. In her later career, she began to get a little more fulsome tone to her voice. But, for the period instrument people, this was kind of interesting back in the day. Then we've got music for two pianos and piano duets with Ingrid Habler, Ludwig Hoffmann, Jörg Demus, and Paul Badur-Skoda. Fun stuff. Just this is a really handy extract from that big Mozart edition that Phillips did, and I'm very happy to have it. It's a good way to get all that music in one little bit. Mozart, 5 Masses. Herschel, 317, 337, 257, 139, 167, with King's College Choir under Stephen Cleobury. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you don't want to get a big collection of Mozart's sacred music, and his early masses are all basically ephemeral music, but they're pleasant and enjoyable. I sang a bunch of them when I was in Glee Club, and we all had a good time, and you will too. I mean, they're not long. They're sort of misse brevi, most of them, except for the Waisenhaus Messe in C minor, Herschel 139, which is 40 minutes. It's a big work and fun to have. So yes, those are nice. That's on Decca. Yeah, Decca. Well, now Decca. It was London back in those days. Mozart piano quartets with the Menuhin Festival Piano Quartet. Perfectly decent performances on Naxos that were handy, which I keep around because why not? And, oh yes, the Mozart Haydn quartets, the 6 quartets dedicated to Haydn, with the Salomon Quartet, which was one of the earliest going period instrument quartets. Remember, they did a bunch of Haydn things as well, and they were fun to listen to. They're kind of scratchy and scrapey, tonally, with Simon Standage and Michela Comberti and Trevor Jones and Jennifer Ward Clark. That's who the Salomon String Quartet was. And these were recorded. When were they recorded? Wow. MCM XCI. So that's 19 and the MCM XCI. Oh, does that make sense? Yeah, 1991. That's what that was. And these were fun. I mean, I don't really like the tone, but they were big, bold performances. They played with guts. And so I give them credit. And there you have it, my friends. Another batch of Mozart. Yes, from the Overflow Room, randomly selected. More to come. Hang in there. Keep on listening and take care.